morning, everyone. Welcome to the United Veterans Council of San Joaquin 4th of July Parade. My name's Tim Daly. I'll be your Master of Ceremonies and announcer for the next hour or so. We hope you enjoy it. Weather couldn't be better. The music couldn't be better. Wow, that's fabulous, guys. Thank you very much. Before we get going, we want to address a couple of things. We are going to welcome to the microphone Monsignor Silva from Presentation Church, who will offer a prayer.
Eternal God, be present with us now and stir up within us a renewed sense of love for our country on this great day, our Independence Day. Place within us a deepened patriotism rooted in gratitude for all that these United States have provided for us, a cherished freedom, a realized democracy, a community of persons who treasure justice and peace. Empower us to redouble our efforts to continue building a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. God of power, God of might, rouse up your power and come to aid us in removing all violence, hatred, and fear from our midst. Strengthen us with the will to live as brothers and sisters in a world where sadness and tears, hungers and yearnings, alienation and war attempt to scatter us away from one another. On this day we cherish and are proud of those who have served all of us in a formal way in military service as agents of peace and freedom. They have dedicated themselves to the task of protecting us, we who daily are building up a nation, a people of good and loving hearts, a people of courage and strength, a people of justice and peace. On this 4th of July, God of all nations, we recognize your glory and give you thanks for this nation, the United States of America. Amen.
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So once again, thank you all for being here. We have three fabulous Grand Marshals to tell you about. They're here in these vehicles right in front of the stage. We're going to start with Grand Marshal Ted Salisbury. He's a Marine Corps veteran. He's our youngest World War II veteran at 95. He served his country in the Marine Corps during both World War II and the Korean War. He is an Iwo Jima survivor and has served as a guest speaker at many military functions and is proud to be an American, of course. Riding with him are his daughters Penny Lofton and Bonnie Foley. In the middle, Grand Marshal Douglas Wilhoit Jr., a California National Guard veteran from 1964. With Doug, granddaughter Lauren Rishwain. Doug was honorably discharged in 1964 and served as a Stockton police officer for 12 years as a patrol cop, community relations officer, and juvenile division detective. He has served on the San Joaquin County Board of Supervisors from board member to vice chair to chair. He was appointed to the State of California Youth Offender Board by Governor Wilson. He is currently the CEO for the Greater Stockton Chamber of Commerce. Doug has been an active participant on many boards throughout our community. He is a strong advocate for veterans and their families, and we of course appreciate his advocacy, his service to our country, and to those who defend her. Our final Grand Marshal in the red car there on the north side is Major Bill White. Yes, he's retired. He'll celebrate his 103rd birthday later this month. Bill crossed the equator on board the USS Colorado in 1934, was stationed at Pearl Harbor from 1935 through 37, and transferred to China in 1937. He was a paratrooper in the 4th Parachute Battalion, reformed into the 28th Marine Regiment. He arrived in Iwo Jima on February 19, 1945, after the first flag was raised on Mount Suribachi. He was with the 1st Battalion, 28th Marines, and was wounded. After recovering, he was assigned to Camp Pendleton to assist with discharging 400,000 Marines after the war. In 1947, he served at Pearl Harbor for 3 years and then was assigned to Washington, D.C. He was commissioned a 2nd lieutenant in 1952 and served a year with the 11th Marines Artillery in Korea, but saw no combat there. In 1953, he was stationed in San Francisco for 4 years and promoted to captain. In 1957, he transferred to El Toro Marine Air Station, 1st Marine Air Wing, that's in the 33rd Aircraft Group. And in 1960, he was sent to Okinawa, but returned after 6 months. He was promoted to Major in 1963 and retired from the Marines in 1964. Major White also served for 17 years as a Huntington police officer and volunteered as a leader in the Boy Scouts. He's currently an active member of the Stockton Marine Corps Club, loves bingo and table games. Major White is a recipient of a Purple Heart, numerous combat service and campaign medals. He is being driven by Stockton Marine Corps Club Commanding Officer Marvin Hernandez Garcia in a Chevy Camaro, sponsored by Chase Chevrolet. You heard their music as they approached. We are going to hear once again from the City of Sacramento Pipe and Drum Band. Folks, I mentioned Shea Chevrolet as one of our sponsors today. I want to give you a few others, and we'll remind you of the sponsors throughout the parade. But please, this wouldn't have happened without the support of these great groups: the United Way of San Joaquin County, Lincoln Center, the City of Stockton, the A.J. Spanos Companies, the American Legion Auxiliary Ed Stewart Unit 803, and the Delta Patriot Blue Star Moms, just some of our sponsors for today. Now appearing the Stockton Marine Corps Club, a club where Marines and their families can gather at least once a month to socialize and reminisce. One of the goals is to grow as a club, and being part of the great event will help us do so. One of our missions is to help out local veterans with the day-to-day issues and provide assistance in any situation. That's the Stockton Marine Corps Club. This is California State Assembly Member Susan Eggman. Next we see, in the noisy police car, San Joaquin County Sheriff Steve Moore and his wife Robin. They're riding in a 1946 Pontiac Streamliner, driven by STARS volunteer David Thompson. Sheriff Moore has served as sheriff the past 11 years. The San Joaquin Sheriff's Department has been serving the county since 1850 with great pride. Sheriff Moore and his entire staff wish everyone a safe and happy 4th of July. Next up, City of Stockton Vice Mayor Albert Holman. Albert is a lifelong resident of Stockton. He graduated from Edison High School, continued his education at CSU Cal Poly, and then the University of the Pacific. He was appointed vice mayor by Mayor Michael Tubbs. Councilmember Holman is retired from the San Joaquin County Sheriff's Department after 20 years, and the San Joaquin County DA's office after 14 years. This is City of Stockton Councilmember Christina Fugazi. First-term council member representing District 5. She previously served for 8 years as a City of Stockton Planning Commissioner and served as Vice Mayor from 2015 to 2016. She is a science teacher, has dedicated her professional life to educating the youth of Stockton, especially in science. That's Christina Fugazi. Up next, City of Stockton Council Member Jesus Andrade. Councilmember Andrade represents District 6. He wants to be the voice of his constituents and do what is best for the City of Stockton. Thank you. Up next is the VFW Auxiliary Unit 52. The auxiliary assists veterans and their families. This is the VFW Luneta Post 52, veterans helping veterans and arranging special ceremonies in commemoration of outstanding military action dates in U.S. history. This is Luneta Post 52 member Al Baker, who's driving a 1944 Ford tractor. Careful, Al, careful. They're followed by the Luneta Post 52 motorcycle group, bringing comrades of foreign wars together around the world. This is the Discovery Challenge Academy Color Guard. Their mission is to intervene and reclaim the lives of 16-year-olds through 18-year-olds who are at risk in high school by producing programs with graduates with the values, life skills, education, and self-discipline necessary to succeed as productive citizens. This is the Project Hero Hub San Joaquin and Stockton Bike Club. Project Hero is a groundbreaking national nonprofit organization dedicated to helping veterans and first responders affected by PTSD and traumatic brain injury achieving rehab, recovery, and resilience in their daily lives and increasing awareness to combat the national mental health emergency posed by PTSD and TBI. Project Hero Hub San Joaquin and Stockton Bike Club.
All right, we all know we're looking good. We all know we're looking good. We all should be in Hollywood. We all should be Hollywood. Down or down or Hunter.
All right, let's get on those bikes, guys. Up next, the Stockton Fire Department. Stockton Fire has been serving the Stockton community since 1850 and has a rich tradition of fighting fires, providing service, and of course protecting the citizens of Stockton. This is the American Legion Ed Stewart Post 803 Color Guard.
Real good. Look. Up. Forward. Look.
They're followed by American Legion Ed Stewart Post 803, honoring and celebrating our nation's birthday and all who served and are currently serving. Up next, the Girl Scouts Heart of Central California. Their focus is on girl-led activities and leadership, including community service and, of course, cookie sales. These are troops 115, 1457, 2322, 2345, 270, and 917. Thanks, girls. Their focus is on girl-led activities and leadership, including community service and, of course, cookie sales. These are troops 115, 1457, 2322, 2345, 270, and 917. Thanks, girls. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, Delta Patriot Blue Star Moms. The Delta Patriots Blue Star Moms support our troops, our veterans, our families, our military families, and of course, one another. This is the Adame family. Every family member is expected to show kindness, be respectful, and serve the community whenever possible. The family mission of love and loyalty begins at home and is spread wherever in the world their lives lead them. That float, dedicated to the memory of Lupe Adame, a 4 Blue Star recipient. Up next, McNerney for Congress. That means Congressman Jerry McNerney, who has proudly represented this community for more than 11 years, standing up for the region. He's fighting to protect the Delta, reduce crime, improve the economy, and ensure that veterans receive the benefits they have earned. Congressman McNerney is honored to be your voice in Congress and to celebrate this 4th with you and your family. Followed by Marla Livengood for Congress. She is running to represent the residents of California's 9th Congressional District, and she is being driven by Steve Spatola. Elliott for Senate 2020. Bob Elliott is a candidate for California State Senate in District 5. He graduated from the United States Military Academy at West Point in the top 5% of his class. He is a 30-year U.S. Army veteran and a retired colonel of the U.S. Army Special Forces Green Berets. He is currently serving his 2nd term as San Joaquin County Supervisor for District 5. Bob Elliott. Up next is Saul Jobrack. He is a Stockton City Council elect in District 1. He appears today with his wife, Jessica. Up next is Diane Burgos Medina. She is a candidate for Stockton City Council in District 5. Next is the Sikh Temple of Stockton. That temple is the oldest Sikh temple in the United States, dating back to 1912. Now, the name of the martial arts being played is called Gatka. It dates back 400 years. They've handed out water along the parade route, a practice taught in Sikhism called Seva, meaning selfless service, and everyone is invited to visit them at their temple anytime. Folks, some of our other sponsors today are Chase Chevrolet, California Water Service, DSN Outdoors, Visit Stockton, Dignity Health, Collins Electrical Company, and the Financial Center Credit Union. This is the Montezuma Fire Muster Team, and they protect the unincorporated areas of Southeast Stockton and provide service to the Stockton Metropolitan Airport. The district was formed after World War II and formerly established as a fire district in 1958. They're driving a 1943 Chevrolet Van Pelt fire engine and a 1994 high-tech Spartan fire engine. Riding with them is San Joaquin County Supervisor Tom Patty and County Assessor Steve Vestiloritas. Up next, the Port City Girls Softball League. They provide girls in San Joaquin County with a positive environment to learn the game of softball, learn life skills, and create friendships. Up next, the Patriot Guard Riders. The members ride motorcycles during the escorting of our fallen heroes to their final resting place, and to safeguard the families during funeral services. They also welcome home our troops from deployments, leaves, or termination of service, and provide the same services for all first responders. Up next, the San Joaquin County Sheriff's Department K-9 unit with Deputy Joaquin and his partner Joaquin. This is Curtis and Marcy Frey. They're in a 1924 Star Speedster by William Durant. Durant formed General Motors in 1909. The Star Speedster was produced from 1922 through 1925. It's a rare automobile with only 4 known to still exist. Marcy and Curtis thank veterans and wish everybody a happy 4th of July. The Gold Country Base U.S. Submarine. Members of the Gold Country Base of the U.S. Submarine vets are all volunteers who passed a stringent testing, challenging training, and proved their mettle when they earned the coveted designation Qualified in Submarines. They all served our nation as part of the elite undersea fighting force of the U.S. Navy. The purpose of the group is to perpetuate the memory of shipmates who gave their lives while serving their country, and to continue to support a strong U.S. Navy sub-force. Their entry is 25-foot scale model of a U.S. fast attack nuclear submarine. Up next, the Mestizos Motorcycle Club. This is Dan Lowry. He's a former U.S. Marine Corps infantry and a current helicopter instructor pilot for the National Guard with 2 combat tours and 21 years with Stockton PD. They're driving a 1989 5-ton truck. It is a 6-wheel drive and weighs 21,000 pounds. Riding with Dan are local VFW veterans and their veteran sons and daughters. This is the Avengers Institute West Coast Avengers, an all-volunteer group celebrating Marvel through costuming, volunteer work, charity, and community events. Up next is the Junior JROTC Franklin High School Color Guard. The purpose of this group, to instill in students secondary educational instructions, the value of citizenship, service to the United States, and personal responsibilities, and a sense of accomplishment. The Junior ROTC Franklin High School Color Guard. Folks, additional sponsors we want to thank today are the American Legion Carl Ross Unit 16, DAV Charities of San Joaquin County, the Veterans of Foreign Wars Luneta Post 52, University of the Pacific Women's and Men's Basketball teams, the Port of Stockton, BAC Community Bank, and FNH Construction. This is the American Legion Carl Ross Post 16 Color Guard.
Good.
I'm doing my best.
Ready? 2. Left. Pivot. Up. Forward. Push.
They're followed by the American Legion Auxiliary Carl Ross Unit 16, supports the American Legion and honors the sacrifice of those who serve by enhancing the lives of our veterans, military, and their families, both at home and abroad. For God and country, we advocate for veterans, educate our citizens, mentor youth, and promote patriotism, good citizenship, peace, and security.
Happy Fourth.
More participants from the American Legion Carl Ross, Post 16, promoting veteran wellness and freedom, assisting and supporting veterans. Up next is Vietnam veteran Rick Demas, his wife Rosemarie, and their grandchildren. Remember that freedom isn't free for those who fought for them. Freedom has a flavor the protected will never know. Rick Demas. This is Vietnam-era U.S. Army veteran Kevin Dobson. He's appeared in TV and film, best known for his roles in Knots Landing and Kojak, among other projects. Kevin works with veterans around the country and worked on a documentary on Jewish Medal of Honor recipients, continues working to improve the lives of veterans here in Stockton and around the country. And that is granddaughter Stella alongside. Stockton Police Youth Activities is next. The mission and purpose of the Stockton Police Junior Cadet Program to learn police procedures and training, aid the Stockton Police Department in their duties, and to form a line of communication between Stockton Police and the youth in the community. Up next is the San Joaquin Bike Coalition, a volunteer-based organization with a mission to promote bicycle safety and improve the means to use alternative transportation. They advocate for bicyclists and pedestrian interests. They provide resources and education to promote safety and awareness, and work with citizens to promote bicycle and pedestrian-friendly communities. The Banda de Guerra, founded by Demetrio Ortiz in 2007. His goal was to promote the Mexican culture in the Stockton community. Although he is no longer with us, his legacy lives on. This is the very quiet California Water Service. Up next, BAC Community Bank and Bill Trezza. BAC Community Bank, a local institution which excels in delivering great service to local businesses and households. Bill Trezza, CEO, is owner of this truck, which is a replica of the trucks used in his family business in Orange, New Jersey. Up next, the San Joaquin Lions Club with Connie O'Day, Doug Vigil, and Steve and Jennifer Gass. Founded in 1917, the San Joaquin Lions Club is a part of Lions Clubs International. They meet the needs of their local community and the world every day because they share a core belief to serve their community. The Stockton Police Department, with Officer Susie Zaragoza and Sergeant Rich Buckley. Stockton PD is proud to serve the community since 1850. They are currently hiring police officers. Are you ready to join? Sign up at joinspd.com.
All right, you guys ready to next book coming your way? Ready to next book coming your way out of Stockton, California. Official tailgate champion.
They're a little late. I thought they'd already gone to Las Vegas. Come on now.
Any Raider fans in the house with me? Raiders! Raiders! Raider Nation Bus wishing you a happy 4th of July. Be safe tonight.
This is the Raider Nation Bus, inspired and dedicated to the memory of Richard D. Coronado, older brother, U.S. Navy vet who served on the USS Cleveland and, of course, was a Raider fan. The bus was created by Andy Coronado Sr. and his children Jennifer, Alicia, and Andy Jr., a Marine Corps veteran who served in 3 tours of duty during the Iraq and Afghanistan conflicts. Up next, the Gospel Center Rescue Mission. It's a ministry helping the people of San Joaquin County. The homeless and addicted in our community are presented the opportunity for spiritual, physical, and emotional restoration through the love of Jesus Christ. Up next, Boy Scout Troop 148, Pack 16. It's the mission of the Boy Scouts to serve others by helping to instill values in young people and to prepare them to make ethical choices during their lifetime in achieving their full potential. The values they strive to instill are based on those found in the Scout Oath and Law. Up next, the Stockton Women of the Moose, Chapter 93. They and their junior volunteers are a unit of Moose International. They dedicate countless volunteers hours each year for the community. They're one of the largest contributors to support and maintain the Moose Heart Child City School and Moose Haven Retirement Care Facility. This is the Big Valley Track Club. Their goal is keeping as many kids off the streets as possible. They run the only free program in town and have produced national track and field champions. They continue to excel and are proud to be on the south side of Stockton. Up next, revamp signs and design. This is EMMI with Cyril Seligman, Veteran Medical Providers, car donated by Mercedes of Stockton. This is Humphrey University. Since 1896, Humphreys University and Driving School of Law have been preparing students for careers and professions by focusing on the needs of students from diverse ethnic, cultural, economic, and educational backgrounds. Humphreys is an approved site for the training of military veterans. The university would like to thank all veterans for their service. Happy 4th of July, City of Stockton. That is Ben Perryman in a 1968 Buick Skylark. Ben and his friend. If you didn't know yet, the Stockton Kings are coming. They're the official minor league affiliate of the Sacramento Kings, playing this next season at the Stockton Arena. Up next is KXVS, the voice of Stockton. KXVS is a non-profit community radio station for the people, by the people, with diversified programming to meet the needs of the people. That's KXVS. Up next, Tactical Patients. They serve to enhance the lives of veterans and their families. Folks, this parade has been brought to you once again by the United Veterans Council of San Joaquin. Thank you very much for being here. Have a great 4th of July.